We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Rebels ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. Feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to He'll run it to the right. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they...
Turning it on! At the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This is through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now, they're all packaged in a headache.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. The throw. With the catch, it's Bussey. Bust through behind his pad. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
He'll try to do it himself, and he avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback, I can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Makes his man miss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Let this Aggie quarterback keep picking up yardage with his feet, and all the Aggies will be swaying back and forth.
And it's such a great fan base. I mean, they love their team. They cheer for them. And when the offense is fun and high-flying, and you got a guy dealing at the quarterback spot, they really go nuts.
Snap it to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game. On their back can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
The Aggies will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards.